All right, Coach, general comments about a big game.
I mean, big game, rival game. Obviously, it's a well-coached team that plays extremely hard. But we value ourselves on a lot of the things that they value themselves on. So I knew it was going to be a competitive game coming in. I thought some guys stepped up and played really well. Guys that we count on every single night. Thought it was really good collectively from top to bottom. We only went really 7 deep, and I thought Key Johnson coming out the bench for us was key. I don't have a stat sheet in front of me, but I think he had 8 points, maybe 9 points, some rebounds, some key rebounds, and he's really good defensively for us. And so I thought he was tremendous off the bench for us, and we needed that. 3 for 5 from the field, 8 points, 2 rebounds. I mean, you want that from a guy coming off the bench, and just from our starters alone. I mean, I thought Zeke took the challenge on Kendall. We gave him that matchup, and he took that matchup and said, "Coach, I got him." And we didn't have to double. Obviously, we loaded up and digged and stuck a hand in there to give him some help. But for the most part, it was his matchup all night long, and I thought he did a terrific job with that. But I thought Chase did a really good job of running our team and obviously getting us in a flow. We want to get up and down the floor. We want to run. We want to play fast. And I thought defensively we was able to get stops and not turn the ball over and get shots at the rim. And I thought that was huge. We got scored 88 points. Scoring 88 points. Obviously, we gave up 80, but I down the stretch we was kind of giving up layups, just keeping the clock running. So, but we did a good job putting the ball in the hole. But at the most important thing for me, we rebounded the ball when we needed to rebound the ball, and we got stops when we needed to get stops.
Coach, like I was telling Coach, man, you guys are going to roll a lot of miles. What was it like just to sleep in your own bed before the game and be able to just be home from it?
Well, we just had a different energy coming in the shoot around today. We saw, the signage. We've been practicing all week, so overnight they must have came and put all these signs up, and we got the new scoreboards that's going, and we don't have the big scoreboard. We have it next home game, but just that feeling, that energy, it just gives you a different energy, a different feel coming in this morning. And it's just not getting on a bus, coming from a hotel, eating a hotel meal before a game, and then going to play. So it was a different feeling, but a feeling we was definitely been looking forward to. We understanding what the 13 games, which we call the tour, and it ended at Northwestern. So we was really looking forward for this game all week. We prepared for this game for a week straight, so we was ready to play.
Coach, how are you doing this with all the injuries that you have?
Next man up, next man up. I mean, I love to have all my guys, and I think that we'll still be good. But at the same time, man, it's next man up. I've played this game for a long time, and I've been coaching for a short time, but I've played this game for a long time. And you got to always stay prepared when you're not in a rotation or you haven't played in a while. You have to stay ready to play, because it's just in a blink of an eye you will have an opportunity. And are you ready to seize that moment? And I preach that to my guys all the time. You just don't stand over there with attitude and all this and that. You just got to have a mindset to keep working and stay ready and not use excuses per se. And, for us, I mean, none of those guys are coming back. And the guys that we have, we got to go with, and we got to go out and grind out wins.
Okay, you speak to practice, Coach. I guess was anything you saw maybe in the offseason gearing up to where now you're in this situation, you're like, you feel confident, like, hey, the next man up, but you got to know the next man up is ready to go because of the way they've been practicing and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, we was in the same situation really last year, to be honest with you. We had some key players that, was just unfortunately removed from the team, not because of injury, but those are 2 key players that we really counted on early on, and we had to go without those guys, down the stretch, and we did really well. So, as a coach, I really don't dwell much on what I don't have. I really focus on what I have and how I can make that the best gumbo.